Take a look at the Toys R Us logo for their website. Does this ring a bell to you? If not, this is the Gamestop logo. Now bear with me, this has been debunked. It's an issue with sites running on Salesforce Commerce Cloud and blocking of favicon crawlers. The icon you see is for the SFCC Business Manager backend tool, and multiple had to fix this site for weeks before it changed back to their original logo. Now it was an interesting tinfoil hat theory, and I want to overlay Toys R Us's chart over GameStop's chart. You see GameStop up in the orange and Toys R Us right below. Sure, it's a coincidence, but do you notice any similarities here? When Toys R Us hit its very bottom, GameStop did on the same day. Now AMC and GameStop were both supposed to cap out back here. Toys R Us capped out. AMC and GameStop got ahead of the algorithm back in January, back in June, right? Hit a top. Ever since then, Toys R Us, GameStop have been trading the same. What am I trying to get at here? In today's video, I want to talk about opportunities where you could be making money. And the first thing I wanted to bring up is just keep a side eye on Toys R Us. I have a squeeze radar, an old list of tickers that usually short squeeze around the same time frame that I post in Discord so we can pay attention to them and potentially get in early. I want you to keep a side eye on Toys R Us because GameStop just had its nasty rip. AMC just had its nasty rip. These charts play out the same. Toys R Us is barcoding and yet to make a move higher. Now this isn't to say that the low isn't in yet, but just keep an eye on this stock. And if it does run, the percentage gains are going to be insane because of how cheap the stock actually is. What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we got a lot of stuff to cover with AMC as well as GameStop. Mostly GameStop, right? Crypto, the overall market, and at the end of the video, 2 plays that we're going to mention in a second. Without further ado, like the video. It's free. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. Okay, there was a new SEC filing from Ryan Cohen. He now owns 10.5% of the shares outstanding of GameStop, which is the same 36,847,842 shares he had before. But based on the company diluting, he now owns less of a percentage of shares, but he has not bought, he has not sold. Just be prepared for any articles coming out saying that Ryan Cohen's ownership has decreased, right? They are trying to spread FUD. Now, coming into next week, I'm extremely bullish on GameStop as well as AMC. I have several call contracts, several strike prices, several expirations on both of these. GameStop open interest has been building on the June 21st $100 calls since May 17th, and it continues to build. Now, this could just be people purchasing lottery tickets, or it could be whales seeing the amount of inflows that we have had. And I want to bring this up really quick for a reason. People are asking if Pelosi has exited her Nvidia calls. She has not yet. She's up 120% and made over $2.4 million profit off of the position. Why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because I called out Nvidia a couple weeks before the meeting and I mentioned calls. At the end of the video, I want to cover 2 stocks that are in my long-term portfolio that I have mentioned and have talked about in the past and give you an update on how they're moving because I still think there are money-making opportunities here. Coming into the week for GameStop, last week was a beautiful week in the sense of anyone who watched my videos following GameStop because we said we're going to come down and we're going to get a bounce off of 18. We got a beautiful bounce right at this level of support that we had. Now there are 2 scenarios I have drawn out based off of previous bars patterns and things along the lines of that, and with a little bit of help from my indicator. Okay, bearish case scenario, GameStop still comes between 21.50 and 22.50 before essentially going lower. Okay, bull case scenario, we come all the way up to around $32, retest 25, and then catapult higher between 40 or potentially making a new high. This is what I see going forward for GameStop as of right now. Volume picked up on Friday on that 14% after hours run. We're so far getting good news and everything is looking good. AMC, not much to say about the chart, still holding this ascending support trend line. And if you haven't seen yesterday's video updating you on the charts for AMC and GameStop, make sure to go watch that. Now, Ethereum Classic, my indicator gave us this wedge, a breakout and a price target up here, break from $24 and gave us a price target of all the way $30.50. We hit that. Ethereum Classic also 2 scenarios, AMC, GameStop likely to follow. It's either going to smash above this, enter a bull cycle, with Ethereum, with Bitcoin, with other meme coins as well, or you're going to get flushed out and come back down to around $23.50, and that is going to happen before the week starts, and you're going to see some sort of black swan brewing, Monday night before the market gets cooking on Tuesday. Speaking of crypto, Donald Trump says, in quotes, "I am very positive and open-minded to cryptocurrency companies. Our country must be the leader in the field. There is no second place." Then he also states, in quotes, "I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin, and I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency." So shout out to Trump for this one, which is going to bring us into the Bitcoin chart, testing 69,000. Hopefully we break above over the weekend. A couple things I wanted to note. If you draw a trend line back during Bitcoin's top right around beginning of 2018 to where we're at now, we actually built a base on top of that, and now we're getting a pop higher, which is extremely bullish. I think Bitcoin has a lot more room to run, and I don't want to completely tell you that the fears of dropping down to 44K are out of the woods just yet. I think if some sort of market correction, a bad one, happens, Bitcoin is going to come down to 44K, okay? We still haven't hit that target, which a pullback was anticipated for, a large one. Now, that doesn't mean we have to, right? There may not be any more fire sales for Bitcoin, but I think personally, not financial advice, it's safe to hold for another 200 days, 250 days, right? Now, the market is pricing in just one rate cut for the entire 2024. This is down from 2 cuts being priced in 10 days ago when April CPI inflation came out at 3.4%. Yet, the market is still remaining bullish, trading at 529.44 on the week. Yesterday we saw that the candle was very dangerous coming into the week. We don't know a bull or bear case scenario, but what I can tell you is even if the market closes around where it's at the whole week and next week, it's going to be extremely bullish for the summer. The reason for that is because we have this piercing candle here, this large body red, big body green, and if we close anywhere above 520 on this week for the monthly candle, it's going to show a large reversal to the upside, and I think it's going to bring us right up to 5,500 to 5,600 in June. Okay, maybe early July. I think June is going to be the craziest bullish month for meme stocks, for meme coins, etc., etc. Here are the earnings for this week. We have a few that you can see here. CAVA, Kava. We also have Costco and a couple other ones that we're watching. C3AI, right? Salesforce as well. A couple sprinkles on top. McDonald's, KFC, and other American brands are facing revenue collapse in Asia, the Middle East, and Europe due to boycotts in support of Palestinians as they face being killed and displaced by Israel. Last but not least, the DTCC has 875 participant accounts. 31% of these belong to Bank of New York Mellon, which means BNY Mellon has 580.5 billion in overdraft capacity at the DTCC, yet BNY only has 357 billion in assets. I'm only bringing this up because I'm expecting some bank failures to start happening again, and you may be able to position yourself early in some of these stocks. Okay, before I get into 2 plays in my long-term portfolio that I want to update you guys on, I want to tell you really quick, thank you so much for the support. Almost at 23,000 subscribers already, guys. When you're watching the videos, make sure to like them right away because YouTube has been slowing a couple of these down. I'm not gonna lie. Go get my indicator, guys. You get a free trial. If you don't like it and it's not helping you, which is very unlikely to be the case, then you can stop paying for it. Go try out the indicator now. The people that have it already are loving it. It's the very top link under the video. And also, if you want up to 10 free fractional shares of Magnificent 7, yes, that's Google, Apple, Amazon, Meta, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Tesla, use my link, open a Moomoo account. It's a free broker and make a deposit into there. They're also giving you level 2 order book data for free access to trading options going on, going short as a retail trader, viewing other exchanges, and more. Okay, ELF, ticker symbol ELF. Look how beautiful this play is that we have been talking about for a while, doing extremely well in the long-term portfolio. I see it coming right back up to 200 to test it, and from there on out, if we break above, watch for it to test about 222 and essentially break above. If we break 222, get a full candle close, this thing's coming all the way up to 280, and I think ELF still has momentum in the tank. Last but not least, TXN broke out of a long wedge and retesting the all-time high right around 200. Keep this one on your radar as well. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Let me know what you guys are doing over the weekend. Hopefully you enjoy your weekend. That is it. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.